There are fast times in sprinting. There are world records. And then there are times that don't make any sense. In the late 1980s, one number appeared on the timing apparatus, and the sport of track and field were bewildered. No one knew how to react to what was an anomalous number. This number wasn't evolutionary at all. It was a quantum leap, a sudden, massive jump beyond the norm, beyond any human comprehension. It wasn't just faster than the world record. It was 0.27 seconds faster than anything that had ever existed. Officials accepted it. Scientists questioned it. Ongoing debate and statistical analyses dispute its legitimacy. More than 3 decades later, no one has ever come close. This is the story of 10.49. July 16th, 1988. The event: the women's 100 meters at the U.S. Olympic Trials in Indianapolis. Florence Griffith-Joyner produced an earth-shattering run. What ensued was the most infamous debates in sprinting history, kept alive by the huge gap between her and the other athletes, even after almost 40 years. Florence Griffith-Joyner was already an elite athlete, an Olympic silver medalist, a gifted sprinter, and an established international competitor. She belonged within the top tier of her generation. But 10.49 didn't belong to any generation. Her lifetime best entering 1988 was 10.96 seconds. World class, but still within the normal limits of the era. Fast enough to win medals, nowhere near world record territory. At the time, the women's 100-meter world record stood at 10.76. In the modern, fully automatic timing era, women's 100-meter world records moved forward in tiny increments, hundredths, not tenths. FloJo's 10.49 didn't just break the record, she obliterated it. Statistically abnormal, historically unique, unmatched before or since. In 1988, everything changed. Her physique changed, her stride mechanics evolved, her power output increased dramatically. Training footage from that season showed a sprinter operating at a completely different intensity. In retrospect, the intensity visible in her training can be understood as a contributing factor to the precipitous drop in her time. Prior to 1988, Florence Griffith-Joyner's performances sat within the normal range of elite sprinting. Her personal best was 10.96 seconds. Fast, but not exceptional by world record standards. However, the sprint world noticed there was a shift, something unprecedented was building. On July 16th, Florence Griffith-Joyner stepped onto the track for the Olympic Trials semifinal. The conditions appeared ordinary. Then, the gun fired. She didn't edge ahead. She didn't gradually separate. She exploded. By the halfway mark, the race was effectively over. When she crossed the line, the clock read 10.49 seconds. There was no celebration, no immediate roar. The stadium reacted with confusion. The previous world record was 10.76. This wasn't a marginal improvement. It was a leap beyond the sport's historical limits. A 0.27-second drop in the 100 meters is unprecedented. No sprinter before or since has ever broken a world record by that margin. And then came the detail that made the performance controversial. The official wind reading was listed as 0.0 meters per second, a perfectly legal neutral wind. Subsequent analysis noted that other races that day showed strong wind conditions, raising questions about the reliability of the wind measurement. The time remains official. Several experts, including statisticians and biomechanists, have suggested the wind gauge may have malfunctioned. No formal ruling was ever overturned. The time remains official. Even if the 10.49 was wind-assisted beyond what was recorded, the performance remains unmatched. It is important to note that no recorded performance, legal or wind-assisted, has ever matched that performance. Later that same day, under verified legal conditions, Florence Griffith-Joyner ran 10.61 seconds with a plus 1.2 meters per second tailwind. That alone broke the existing world record. It confirmed the speed was real. At the Seoul Olympics, she dominated. She won gold in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and relay. She set a 200-meter world record that still stands. And then, just as quickly as she arrived at the peak, she stepped away. Her records remained unchallenged, unmatched, untouched by time. Was 10.49 perfect? Probably not. Was it legal? Officially, yes. But what matters is this: the performance exposed the outer boundary of human sprinting. It forced the sport to confront how little margin actually exists at the top. When Florence Griffith-Joyner ran 10.49, she didn't just win a race, she revealed how fragile our assumptions about speed really are.